You're listening to DJ Third Degree, the maddest DJ on radio. Anyway, Santana, say so.
Boom, boom, boom. Yo, it's your ting. It's my ting. It's we ting. Like the Trinidad, friends, family, lock it, leave it. We ting. Stay tuned. Live.
Yo, it's your boy Ricky Chai, you don't know, hit after hit. Barman, be me again, it's and punching. Yeah, we take radio, that's what you're listening to, I say so, come on!
Hi, this is Nikki Crosby and it's Weeting Radio. I mean, hello, it's Weeting, so I have to be in it. Weeting Radio.
Doc and load, this is Dre Blunt, the Rockford King. Anytime in a foreign, you know me have to lock into Weeting Radio. You heard me?
It's not my ting, it's not your ting, it's Weeting Radio.
Yo, this is Santana, and you're locked on to Weeting Radio. Anyway,
the way to degree mash up the dance. They calling him a hooligan. Yo, this your boy Ricardo Drew. It's true, and right now it's all about DJ to degree. Keep it locked.
Whining like she from Africa. Taking up Weeting Radio all the time. Whoa.
You know it's Mystic representing for Weeting Radio, man. Big up the three people and big up Diana, you know. Mystic is a boy representing, bringing the reggae vibe and bringing the little choker vibe as well. Boom! Screw some ball, miss a coolie boy. Me never shame, miss a coolie boy. Why not the time, miss a coolie boy? Yo, Mystic.
Yo, I am Nishrat M out of Trinidad and Tobago, and you are locked to Weeting Radio. Nothing sweeter than Weeting. Love you.
Weeting Radio!
Hey, this is Hurricane here, Martindale, and you're listening to Weeting Radio. Big up, man.
Yo, this is the girl Shruti Ramunai, and you are listening to Weeting Radio. Don't feel this singing, girl, yeah, come on, wine and box your waist. Yes, man.
Once again.
Oh yeah, Ting Radio. Good night to Avinash. Lodge up. Rudranat. Checking in from NYC. Larger rustling. Good night, Miss Bacchus. Larger Roslyn says I listen to Trinidad radio stations by downloading TuneIn. Okay. Roslyn want to promote other stations on my station. Good night to Champa. Good night to Shushma. Good night, Savi, Gita. Lodge up, Susu. Good night to Maggie, checking in from South Africa. Sorry, good morning to Maggie, out in South Africa. What part of South Africa you there? South Africa putting a licking on West Indies right now, you know. West Indies had a good chance the other night. Lodge of Raven. Hey, you gotta call me back, boy. Call me after 9. Call me after 9. Lodge of Zen. See, I'm going out to my mom and dad. Good night, Marissa. Good night, going out to Babita. Anita. Is that pronounced Guting? I hope I'm saying it right. Relics, South Africa putting on West Indies. So you don't forget on June 10th, Fairfield Pavilion. My boy Ravin having a show up inside of there in the NYC. Stephen Ramphal, Damien, Mr. HD, with his 160 BPM crew. Shabir boy, salam alaikum. I don't know what to say about that. Wendy Tuckerdeen. Good night, Wendy. Speaking of Orlando, we gotta say condolences going out to East-West Connection. Man, I tell you, cancer is one of the most horrendous thing in our lifetime. This young man, Mr. Danny Lal, only 32 years of age. Man, such a humble young man. It's crazy. Ravi boy, every month for 2023 is not good. Every month. And this is another young man. Has his whole life ahead of him. Like I said, there's no rhyme or reason. No rhyme or reason how or what this year is going. So condolences to Danny Lal's family, the East-West Connection. Extremely talented young individual. See, I'm going out to my brother Roche. Take care of yourself, Roche. He could tell you, man, I'm a pain in his ass. Brother Roche hasn't been 100%, and I'm there digging in him every day to find out what's the update and thing. Use your insurance, people. Roshan is going to his appointments. Don't worry about that. But if you're not feeling well, use your insurance. Danny's passing reminds me of a person that had took me in as a brother. Her name is Sukri Budran. She was the founder of Kadva, a huge domestic violence initiative in Orlando, in the world, but more importantly in Guyana. She got a lot of things done for domestic violence before handing it over to Amelia and myself. Sukri died of cancer, but when Danny and them first started out, She's like, Alan, this my nephews and them and family, they formed this family band. You have to check them out. You gotta check them out. And they worked real hard. That young band worked extremely hard and excelled. Now imagine they were backing up. They were backing up people like Nival Chetlal, Savita Singh. It's crazy. So this is what these illnesses and sicknesses, no matter who you is or what you're doing or what's going on. The man recently got engaged, then he found out he got cancer. Never went ahead with the wedding. He wanted to be 100%. Oh yes, Danny and his family is devoted to culture. I mean, single-handedly every year before COVID, they would do the East-West fundraiser, cultural event by locals, you know, not bringing in these superstars and things. Local artists. Local artists then. And practice and practice and practice and work and work and work. And put on phenomenal shows. Just the other day, we was in Ocala with Danny and the band backed up members for the Chutney Wine event that was in Ocala. I tell you, life is crazy. So make sure, get your appointments. If you're not feeling 100%, go get checked out. Cancer is a secret killer. Find out before it's too late. That's one of the things that happened with Sukri. There's a gentleman by the name of Mahadev Shivraj that just dropped a new movie that came out. But when his movie had released many years ago, we were doing a movie premiere. She got the movie theater in Claremont to launch it. Got the movie theater to launch that event. And Sukri is a dancer. She loved to dance. She loved Shikanchen music. And she was having these back pains and things. Didn't want to go get it checked out. She's like, she's busy, ting. Took her like another 2 more months. And then finally she had to rush to a hospital in New York while visiting her mom. And then they ended up telling her she had stage 3 cancer at that time. Stage 3 cancer. And she lasted about 1.5 years. And one of the things that I remember, as you guys know, I'm a carnival nut. I'm always busy and all these kind of things. And 1 year ago, it was about 5 to 6 years ago, Sukri was turning 50 on Miami Carnival weekend. And she calls me up. She's like, Alan, I want to hire you as a DJ. Now, here's the thing with Sukri. She always had me listed as her brother. So I would get these hotels at next to nothing because she worked for Starwood Resorts. I get in $200-300 rooms for like $50 and things. And she's like, Alan, I need a DJ for this night and ting. I said, all right, what's going on? That weekend I'm busy. She goes, oh, I'm doing my 50th birthday. I said, what? What are you going to charge me? I said, Sukri, I can't charge you. What's wrong with you? I said, here's what I'm going to make sure and do it. Canceled my Miami Carnival events. We went and we did Juve. We did Juve that morning. That's another story for another day with Amelia about the Juve. She's laughing hard in the living room there right now. So we went to the Juve, and then we had to race up to Orlando. Like I said, it was Sukri's 50th birthday. We had a blast. She'd dance, she this, she that. Real close people. And her family, a lot of the family, first time I'm meeting them. And they're like, yo, who's this guy? Sukri's like, this is my brother. Well, don't worry, this is my brother. And Sukri said, Al, every year for my birthday, I want to celebrate my birthday. We had a blast for her 50th birthday in Orlando, in Starwood Resorts. She said, every year I want to celebrate my birthday. And she was the one. First time that she met Amelia. Amelia with her crazy ass self. It was in Island Mix. And she said, Alan, I like this one. Make sure you guys get married. I said, what? I said, no way. We're not even there yet. Calm yourself down, man. But she always loved Amelia from day one. The unfortunate thing, Sukri didn't get to meet her next birthday. That proved to me no money is more important than family, right? Because if I had went ahead and did my carnival weekends and stuff like that, I would have regret for the rest of my life to be able to spend that moment with Sukri that she had. An unbelievable time in her life, right? See Toronto to the Star Ground. So go get checked out. Get checked out. Cancer is something. Good night to each and every one of you. Danny Lal, rest in peace, bro. Extremely sorry that a young man at 32 years of age, due to cancer, Good night to Asha, says she's checking in from El Sequibo. One of the reasons why I don't want my number get called anytime soon.
The party start already, so call everybody. Living life happy, I don't have no worries this room until the morning come. I just wanna have some fun until the morning come. I just wanna have
Shani.
fun. The party starts already. Just call everybody. I live in my life happy. I don't have no worries this room until the morning come. I
night, Janelle. Good night, everyone that's locked in. Bev Patel in the UK. Tell her Ravi.
No more worries, no struggles. Live your life today. Take a drink and throw your stress away. Even if it's with neighbors or a family from afar is wrong. Until the morning comes, I just wanna have some fun. Until the morning comes, I just wanna have some fun. The party.
She's gonna be 7 months next week.
I live in my life happily. I don't have no worries. It's wrong until the morning come. I just wanna have some fun. Until the morning come. I just wanna have some fun. So put your glass in the air. Live your life without fear. Live life straight.
Good night, Azisha. Teacher, I'm going out to Janice and Auntie Monica. Weeting family. Abby Tune. Team NMR. I'm the lucky one. Hi, Adishani. You want to pull it up?
मुझको पाए हाय मन कहीं मैं मन कहे मैं I wanna be with you every day. And I don't care what nobody say. Alongside my Guyanese sister, Vishali. महकती हुई इन वादियों में ओ खिल खिल जाए रे मन मन कहे मैं झूम मैं गाऊं Music boys come again in a dance band come again The music boys come again and again and again and again and again hey. कल कल बहेगी झरनों की धारा Feel the vibe दिल को एक मीठी मस्ती से देती ओ सहरम से देती हाय मन कहीं मैं मैं गाऊं मन कहे मैं मैं गाऊं मन कहे मैं मैं गाऊं
That's going around the world. Something that's taken full control of people everywhere. It doesn't have a
Happy early birthday to Matthew.
It's something that's going around the world, taking an enormous human toll. It really doesn't care. Now we can see it, feel it, touch it. It's totally taken control. you feel the love? Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love? The love all around. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love all around? नींदें दिल में आँखों में सपने
Rajab John from Queen.
वो फिर लौट आएंगे रास्तों से ये कह दो मंजिलों की तलब में मुश्किलों से हम जीत जाएंगे मिलके टकराएंगे हौसला रख जरा हौसला रख तू दिल में जरा प्यार के रंग में इस जहां को तू रंग दे जरा हौसला रख जरा हौसला रख तू दिल में जरा प्यार के रंग में इस जहां को तू रंग दे जरा
So like I said, this year has been a very hard year. So much young individuals passing. Nothing more shocking than this man right here. So like we're saying, make sure, get yourself checked out.
The Indian anthem is here.
Good night, Anita.
अपनी मस्तियाँ लुटा लुटा के सो गई सितारे अपनी रोशनी लुटा लुटा के सो गई
Good night, Roshni.
हर एक शम्मा चल चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे सुहानी रात ढल चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे सुहानी रात ढल चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे तड़प रहे हैं हम यहाँ
Zan boy, I agree. This year need to done.
तड़प
This year need to be over with already.
हम यहाँ तुम्हारे इंतजार में तुम्हारे इंतजार में खिजा का रंग आ चला है मौसमे बहार में खिजा का रंग आ चला है मौसमे बहार मौसमे बहार जहाँ की रुख बदल चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे सुहानी
Totally agree, Janelle. Love unconditionally, without regrets.
ढल चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे
So I can pull it up for Anil, right? Because he shares the same name.
The vocalist is here.
Good night to Annie Dickey. Baka Saparia. Good night to Chandra.
सुहानी रात ढल चुकी ना जाने तुम कब आओगे सुहानी रात
Good night, Kavita.
We may not be here for a long time, but we're definitely here for a good time. Bring the Ting! Hey,
Hey, old boy Salim says.
इन्हीं गलियों में घूमे यहाँ तुझको ना था बरनाम होना था हुआ ये क्या हुआ कैसे हुआ कब हुआ क्यों हुआ जब हुआ तब हुआ हो छोड़ो ये ना सोचो ये क्या हुआ
Everybody put your hands in the air and jump up. Put up your hands in the air and jump up. Put up your hands in the air, hands in the air, hands in the air and jump up.
है दिल चल भी कर झूमे इन्हीं गलियों में घूमे है दिल चल भी कर झूमे इन्हीं गलियों में घूमे यहाँ तुझको ना था बरनाम होना था
Larja Bundy.
ये क्या हुआ
Marissa just played Bean.
हुआ कब हुआ क्यों हुआ जब हुआ तब हुआ हो छोड़ो ये ना सोचो ये क्या
This is the music force.
But hear what we think. This is a song when my daughter was small, my older one. 23 years now. Always played this for her. But as Raymond said this a few years ago.
Hold on one another. I love you, love of each other. Let's dance together. I love you, love one another.
तेरे संग झूल रहा है मेरी बाहों में जग सारा मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंद्रा तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा तुझे सूरज कहो या चंदा तुझे दीप कहो या तारा मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा
Let's dance together. And everybody dance together.
मैं कब से तरस रहा था मेरे
Good night, Nicky Poo.
में कोई खेले नन्ही सी हंसी के बदले
Good night to Merlin.
मेरी सारी दुनिया ले ले मेरे संग झूल रहा है मेरी बाहों
Good night to Miss Halana.
मेरा नाम करे में मेरा राजा दुलारा तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा Let's dance together
Shani, like you're off today, girl.
Everybody dance together
Good night to Balram. We'll be checking in from Suno and Sons Jewelry. West Coast, Berbice, Guyana. Oh, she was just here, Nikki. She'll be back just now. We got a hectic weekend coming up. Larger than Amelia and Ocala. Where you there? Where you there? Large up DJ Dre. Good night to Kayla. Let me play one of Zan's favorite songs.
से निकले धीरे धीरे चलती है
1 year ago
मधुरा के दुकान में दोनों जाके बैठे हैं नाना की ने पंचदारू उझर जैसे पानी 40 वाइन और केल भी वाइन अरे रे
At the top of the hour, Mr. Dunia interview.
आगे आगे नाना चले नानी कोई भी खाए Nana drinking white one and Nani drinking wine. Aage aage Nana chale, Nani going behind. Nana drinking white one and Nani drinking wine. Nana riding bicycle.
You see? Sean, he says I love Brian Mohan. At least somebody does, right? Definitely the most wanted celebrity, that's right.
And hold on the white one. Aage aage Nana chale, Nani going behind. Nana drinking white one, Nani drinking wine.
right to the Moti family.
Oh my love, why you leave me and you're gone? You leave me and you're gone. Come back to me, darling, before you have to mourn. Oh my love, why you leave me and you're gone? You leave me and you're gone. Come back to me, darling, before you have to mourn. Walk into my arms, girl, and let me touch your face. 'Cause there is no other one who can take your place. So listen to me, darling, and listen attentively. Come back to me, honey, so we can be happy. Oh my love, why you leave me and you're gone? You leave me and you're gone. Come back to me, darling, before you have to mourn. Oh my love, why you leave me and you're gone? You leave me and you're gone. Come back to me, darling, before you have to mourn. You falling from a plane, girl, you're falling from above. Listen to me, darling, and don't fall in love. You falling from a plane, girl, you're falling from above. Listen to me, darling, and don't fall.
You sure it's not Michaela?
When we were children, you did promise me that anytime you're falling for.
When we were children.
When we were children, you did promise me that anytime you're falling for me. Promise, girl, is something you should do, maintain. So come to me, my darling, to make love again. You falling from a plane, girl, you're falling from above. Listen to me, darling, and don't fall in love. You falling from a plane, girl, you're falling from above. Listen to me, darling, and don't fall in love.
Good night, Rowena.
Tell me the number you're playing, me darling, when we go meet up again. Me darling, when we go meet up again. Tell me the number you're playing, me darling, when we go meet up again. Me darling, when we go meet up again. A scorpion sting me, I'm feeling I go there. Darling, if you love me, come lie down in my bed. Tell me the number you're playing, me darling, when we go meet up again. Me darling, when we go meet up again. Every night I go to sleep, my eyes begin to ring. And when I think I kiss you, I kiss my bed and spring. To love is a thing.
We're gonna bring it back, Jackson.
That is, but the greatest thing of man, girl, is the loving. Oh, can't sting me, I'm feeling I go there. Darling, if you love me, come lie down in my bed.
Give me a little something. Oh, yeah, give me a little something. Hey, 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 give me a little something.
Uh-huh.
Give me a little something.
Johnny.
Hey, 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 you. Give me a little something. Oh, yeah, give me a little something. Hey, hey, hey. Listen to me, कुछ कर रहा है. Listen to me, कुछ कर रहा है. देखो देखो आया कोई आँखों में समाया कोई. It's a different kind of vibe. See the girl in my wine and bubble all night. It's a different kind of vibe. See the girl in my wine and bubble all night. Hold me all night. See the girl in my
Good night to Sabrina, baby. I said when she saw you. Oh, look the baby.
3, 2. Whining well woman, whining. Well gal, whining well woman, whining. Well gal, whining well woman, whining. Is I seen? Is I seen? Well gal, whining well woman, whining. Well gal, whining well woman, whining. Well gal, whining well woman, whining. See the gal and whine and
The DJ accepts no responsibility for the next record.
Soon, Jesse. So coming up at the top of the hour, Anil Mr. Dunia with a brand new release. Good night to Shiva. Tell Shiva to say hi to Ashwarya. So here what? Share the feed. Knock a ting. Knock a ting. Say hi, mommy. Yeah. She's a Marshall fan. You play Marshall for she is over, you know. Say hi, Uncle Will. Say hi, Jesse. Say hi. Say hi, Uncle Neil. House cousin John D. Lodge up. Sandy on where you traveling to now, Sandy? So coming up the top of the hour, Anil Mr. Dunia. his producer coming on in just a few. His tribute to Anno Beam.
You know I done with lying, done with flirting. Why they fighting for? Why they fighting for? See, I can't see myself living without you. Baby, this love is just between me and you. Straight peace. Still I love you, baby. My girl, come me, tell me it's over. Calling me, telling me it's over. So she heard that I've been talking to a girl, but I swear I don't want no other. My girl, call me, tell me it's over. Calling me, telling me it's over. So she heard that I've been talking to a girl, but I swear was a real big rumor. My baby, please don't leave me and go away. People trying to pick up me and you. Them just can't see we living happy. You know I done with lying.
Good night to Hannah.
Why they fighting for? Why they fighting for? See, I can't see myself living without you. Baby, this love is just between me and you. Baby, no matter what I'm saying or do, my love for you is pure and true. Nobody can come between us two. Love you, I love you, yeah, I do. Baby, no matter what I'm saying or do, my love for you is pure and true. Nobody can come between us two. Love you, I love you, yes, I do. You don't know what you have until it's gone. You don't know what you have until it's gone. Now you're up and gone away, baby. They didn't wanna stay, baby. I wasn't to play, baby. I just want to hear, baby, where you really want me to. Should I know my love for you is true? Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave. Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave. Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave. Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave. When you listen to the lies that they fill in your inside, girl, don't believe. They could try everything to make me unhappy. When you listen to the lies that they fill in your inside, girl, don't believe. They could try everything to make me unhappy. Oh, jealous people want we only end up in fight. Girl, they wanna fool you, saying I ain't doing you right. Caught up on me, girl, you know the truth. Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave. Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave.
This is what you just sing for Wheel.
Tell me that you're never gonna leave. Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave. My love is so kind, girl, follow your mind, girl, follow your heart. They go try everything, girl, to drive we apart. My love is so kind, girl, follow your mind, girl, follow your heart. They go try everything, girl, to drive we apart. Oh, jealous people want we only end up in fight. Girl, they wanna fool you, saying I ain't doing you right. Caught up on me, girl, you know the truth. Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave. Girl, you been telling me that you're never gonna leave.
So, ladies and gentlemen, no stranger to the Weeting family. My brother that just came back from Guyana, performing in front of 25 to 30,000 people. He's going to tell us about that experience in just a second. But he did this track in remembrance of one of our brothers that we spoke about earlier, the Beamer. So here's what. So I'm gonna have Anil speak more in regards to that. Sitaram, my brother, how you doing? How you feeling? How's life?
Sitaram, can you hear me?
Can hear you well. Can hear you well. How's everything?
Nice, man. Great, man. Super blessed to be here. Another day of life. Super blessed to be with you, Alan, my brother, and the entire
Guyana,
We
tell us
Think.
what that was like. First time
Uh,
performing for your dad's home country.
yeah. I mean, I've been to Ghana several times before for private events, weddings, etc. Nothing on this caliber, this kind of stage. Definitely first time at National Stadium performing, and there's no words to explain that experience, my man. Like that was different in all kind of levels. The reception, the warmth, the love for our culture. Guyana is a very, very sweet country. Very, very sweet
I
country,
don't think
and
anybody celebrates Pogwa like how Guyana celebrates Pogwa.
I was there firsthand to tell you that I've been all around the world, and there is no place like Guyana that celebrates Pagua. So, um, I was super blessed to be a part of it. I got treated like a king, and I thank all of my brothers and sisters within the industry for that as well. My parents were there with me, so that was also
Nice, man.
um, an emotional thing. They were right there, front of stage, with over 20,000 people, um, bearing the hot sun and all of the celebrations. You know, they're not young
No,
spring
no, no.
chicken no more. You know what I mean? So I definitely was appreciative of that, and
What do
yeah,
you know? Like when your
it's
dad was
amazing.
growing up, because we know he's from Guyana and stuff. Was it like this same kind of way, or I mean, now we know it's more bigger because with the work that the ministry, larger the Ministry of Culture and Tourism,
Yeah,
Mr. Ramson and W. Reyes and the whole crew who coordinates everything together for the Pagua. We know last year it wasn't as grand like it is this year because of they just came off restrictions last year, so I'm glad to see they're back to almost the numbers that they usually have. But
yeah,
that's a 40, 50,000 person event. So maybe next year. And I done told Reyes I'm gonna be there next year. I gotta be there next year. Lana's gonna be
yeah.
a
I
year
mean,
older.
I've already been carded to come back next year as well. So yeah, I mean, I asked my dad this, and he said, it's always grand, and that large of an attendance in National Stadium, you would think that the whole of Guyana is there, but there is really big celebrations throughout Guyana, despite everybody being at National Stadium for that day. Dharmic
Yeah.
Sabha also has their own program. Berbice has their own program. There was a huge one in Bat Settlement that has a huge turnout as well. And Bunty Singh, who is the Chutney monarch of this year, is from that village, and he usually represents and stays there. But he was a part of National Stadium event this
Yeah.
year. So there's several events. It's national holiday there in the country, and everybody coming together as one literally depicts the messaging of one Guyana, right? Black, brown, blue, purple, it doesn't matter. Everybody was celebrating, and just love for culture and love for one another and love for life. And that in itself explains what the purpose of Pagua and Holi really is to us in our Hindu religion. It's the celebration of good over evil. It's a celebration of life and colors, and uh, that was definitely not lacking on the day. And throughout Guyana, man, it's a beautiful place. They're not lacking anything. I haven't been back since 2017,
Oh
so
wow.
definitely was overwhelmed to see how modern everything is in Guyana, and they're just getting started. Like I would say, in the next 2 to 3 years, like they're literally going to be a force to be reckoned with, if not already. um, and that's heartwarming to me as well to see my father's
As,
home village, home mandir, and stuff like that was very, very amazing.
And that's great. Look, Roshan, Abby tunes is on. Thanks, Rosh. He said, hashtag one Guyana. And Roshan has been part of the Pogwa celebration every year with Terry Godraj and things like that. And he said it's always humongous, always ridiculous in
Yeah,
regards to the attendance and the culture. and how it is, and that definitely is COVID is the was what caused the problem for the couple of
Yeah.
years. But I'm definitely glad to see, like I said, we're in the post we could kind of say post COVID area until they come up
Mhm.
with something different now that they want us to be fearful of. But
Yeah.
definitely in regards to that, I'm glad as well as you're able to experience it because like I tell you, you're one of our extremely gifted individuals here that's home based in the U.S. and to definitely be able to show them what we know. You understand your immense talents and so forth. I'm glad that you're
Yeah.
able to do that. Andrew
Uh,
just sent a
I,
message here.
yeah, he wouldn't be able to join us, as he said.
Okay.
But family matters. All three of us
Oh
are
yeah.
in that boat right now.
Oh yeah. Trust me, we're
Um,
all in the 1 year range. There you go. Yours first, I think, and then Andrew, and then Alana.
correct. But yeah, to your point, I mean, it was definitely an overwhelming, amazing experience. The reception from the audience in and out of the event itself or the day of, even staying at Princess and going, or Princess Ramada now, and then going and visiting family on the West Coast and visiting my dad's home temple at Farm Herstelling East Bank and just being throughout Guyana and getting a face to the name, right? Because literally because of our brothers Roshan and WR Riaz and the entire
Yeah.
Abi Chu's family, at least one of my songs are playing in Guyana on a daily basis, but putting a face to the name is a different story. So the reception was definitely really, really heartwarming. And Guyana, I love you. Thank you for everything. Big, big kudos to my brother Randy Reckless for, you know, kind of forcing this home for me to be a part of this
Mm-hmm.
event this year and giving me his experiences and also being there with me was really, really important to me. I stayed at the same hotel with Vishali,
I
who
was just gonna say
performed on
supporting your sister as well. So she was down
supporting
there
my
too.
sister as well. Yeah, and her full support was with me also. She performed with Nival Chaitlal at the Dharmic Sabha holy celebrations there, and I heard it was remarkable. We had your very own Rishi Gayadeen
Rishi
backing them
Guy.
up on
Yep.
that side. So it was indeed nice to be amongst you know, all of our family and friends and industry workers in the fraternity. Um, of course, linking up with Vicati and Tony Cuts and all of the amazing, amazing artists, Chavez and Bunty Singh and Sonia Singh and etc. It was definitely an amazing experience.
Neil,
Um,
was this your largest crowd?
Definitely, I was getting
Oh
to
yeah.
that. It was my largest crowd that I've ever performed for. I think before this it was maybe 6,000 people, but this was maybe four times, five times that amount.
Yeah, right. And
Um,
I mean,
it's a different feeling there. I was on a different planet. A huge, huge shout out to WR Riaz for, taking control of. Sorry, can you hear me?
you lost. Yeah, now we can.
All right, so picking me up from the airport, and taking me to the hotel, bringing me to Mantra to chill with him the night that I landed, um, and then running around throughout the entire stay. But more importantly, on the day of, he wanted me to experience the entire experience overall. They spotlighted me in the program towards the second half later down in the event. So people were anxiously awaiting. I had family come from all over, let alone who was there, waiting for my performance. And the reception on stage with that amount of people, there's nothing in this world that can compare to that. It's
No,
it's I'm
definitely.
I swear I tried to like think about what I was gonna say to describe this, and I haven't come up with the words yet.
Did you
Um,
incorporate some of your Jamaican in your performance to let them know you're also Jamaican?
I actually did. I even
Nice.
shouted it out. I shouted out my mom and my dad in attendance, and I even announced that I'm half Jamaican, so don't treat me a type of way. Um, but we're gonna fuse both reggae and Indian, and I heard from some of my fellow brothers and cameramen that were on stage that the minister was on stage at the same time, and he was like, he's half Jamaican, and I heard he was dancing and bumping to the vibes too. So,
And actually, the minister shared a picture with you hanging out by a fence. The president, sorry, the
yeah, the
president of
president,
Guyana
yeah.
posted your picture on his page. So that's a big
That
deal.
was backstage actually by the fence, and I was just taking in all the vibes and like such an amazing experience. Um, Definitely will be back for this event and several others.
Good,
Um,
I'm glad.
and
Well, one of
I
your
mean,
biggest
there's
fans is locked in, Shabila. So I know Shabila is extremely proud of you.
Sabila is not only a huge fan, but a sister, a manager. You name it, she's there for me. So shout out to Shabila and Kumar. Sandy is online. Who else?
Road
Fantastic
Wiz.
Sounds Kevin.
Road Wiz on the inside.
Yeah,
Nice to Sandy.
definitely.
Look, sorry, yes, we know Sandy's a fan too. Yes,
Yeah,
Sandy is a fan
family.
too.
My Orlando family is always holding it down, man. I'm never
Oh yeah.
worried when I'm there. I'm home when I'm in Orlando. And huge shout out to all of you out there, man, in
So
Florida.
let's talk about the track now. The track in honor of Beam. Tell us about the history behind doing this, because I know this was not something easy for you to
Yeah.
do, because I know the little bit of the backstory to it, but let everybody know part of that, bro.
Yeah, so obviously me and Beam shared a very, very close relationship, as he did with several artists within the industry, and gave several artists their chance as well, in enlightening people on their talents. Um, Beam adopted me as a little brother when I was 11 years old. I performed, and he was carded to perform at my cousin's wedding in Trinidad. And when he found out that my name was also Anil after I performed and opened for him, he said, "No, no, 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 no. You can't be Anil. You have to be 2-0 because of my size, of course." And that was just the kind of relationship that we shared. So he was always there with me in some way, shape, or form, whether it was just a WhatsApp message or a 2 a.m. voice note or a phone call or meeting in person, seldomly. He always was a role model and a mentor to me in the industry or within our culture, and musical, abilities. He's molded certain skills of mine, and I also have grasped certain things from his style, his presentation, his execution, when it comes to singing and music overall. So it was a extremely hard time for me, when he left us. Um, but this song was planned, I would say, a lot earlier than that, since late last year. Um, and I actually brought it to his attention the last time he visited New York. I went and saw him personally, and we sat down and we were talking, and I told him about me covering this song on a project with um, Fabulous Sounds, Andrew. Yo Drew. Shout out to Yo Drew,
True.
locked in right now.
So and
Um,
then you'll tell us how did that link up happen?
yeah, for sure. So the, Beam's words to me when I told him about the song was, "That is a big tune. You have to come big, and you're just the man to do it. But I got your back and everything and anything that you would need. As usual, I'm here for you." And so he kind of gave me his blessing to do that. So how the song came about, or how the link up with Drew came about, was through our brother Randy Reckless and performing outside. Me and Drew have talked several times before about working together, as we are part of the industry representing our culture in North America here,
Yep.
Canada, as well as New York. So we have several projects that we were talking about and discussing, and um, this project was actually an idea from Randy, Reckless, and Drew together, entitled The Fabulous. I think it was supposed to be originally The Fabulous Week of Love, but we know how Randy does operate
Oh
already.
yeah.
Um,
Enough
so
said.
it was supposed to be Valentine's Week. We had several artists carded, some of which you've seen already. Um,
Yeah, GV dropped
myself,
his own. Right.
myself, Ranjiv, my brother, beautiful, amazing, talented artist out of Canada. I believe her last name is Prasad, right? Priya Prasad.
Oh
Um,
yes, I saw that one.
she's
Uh-huh.
awesome, super talented. She was also on this project. And Randy, if you haven't heard already, is also dropping something under this title. So it extended to the fabulous month of love. Obviously, the Death with Beam hit all of us
Yeah.
really hard, and it extended some of the dates that we had to release. Um, but it's based around love, the entire thing. Valentine's Day was the most appropriate time to release these kind of songs,
Mm-hmm.
and so we had decided to do that. I wanted to do this song because it's been a favorite of mine for a very, very long time, and you know, Drew did a fantastic job with the production, and we both, fell in love all over again with the song once he was finished with the initial production of the song. So it was decided that this was the one that I would do, and put, of course, my little reggae uh, Jamaican twist to it,
Nice.
making it the Dunias, right? So that's how the song and the connection and link up with Drew came about, and I am, beyond grateful for that connection. He's indeed a very, very talented young man with a lot of potential and a lot of growth, and we will indeed grow together as brothers. And I'm super excited for what he has to bring to the industry yet and still, but more excited about what we're doing right now in present day, and that includes this track and several others that we have to release yet.
Nice, man. I'm glad because, as Drew would tell you, been working with Drew for a good couple of years now, thanks to Vibester that introduced us and Nigel Gobin, and extremely talented young man. And I'm very proud of the work that he has put in and how far he's progressed in the last year and a half or so. Definitely well deserving, extremely talented young man. Knew him as a little young buck with his family band up in Canada, especially seeing them for Caribana, for Chutney in the Park and thing, and now Drew
Yeah,
producing and stuff his own. And he always has great ideas, and it was unfortunate back in the days because he did tell me big names didn't want to take him on, right? They didn't know who he
yeah, I
was.
was going to say that as well. Like,
Hmm.
we share a very similar story. I mean, on the scene right now, it's as if as we're up and coming artists or producers or whatever you want to call it. But this is years and years of work that we're putting into a skill and a
Hmm.
craft, and into our music. And um, Drew's very, very similar story to mine in that
Oh yeah.
sense, where he had his own band, of several youths. He's been learning music over the years, and he's went to school for production, audio production, etc., and he's gotten his degree in these things. So very, very smart, intelligent young man with, as you said, very talented, a lot of creative ideas.
Hmm.
But aside from all of those accolades that he's achieved, he's also very, very humble. And
Oh yeah.
that is something that is key and important to me. That as as big as Rishi Mahatu and Big Rich and all of these other producers in the industry and household names now at this point, within our West Indian culture, um, they're still moldable. They'll still take the reception of the artist that they're working with on what exactly vibe they're looking for and what they're feeling, and that is super, super important. And those qualities are definitely
Hmm.
there within Drew as well. So big up yourself, Drew. I mean, this was indeed a very, very easy, smooth transition. You're a very understanding young man, and I appreciate you very much for that. Aside from, as I said, all of your talents and skills.
Well, I mean, and that's one of the reasons why we wanted Drew to be on, and we understand family obligations. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it, but for him to speak on his own behalf. But I know for a fact Anil has probably only worked with Maha and Backyard Studios, right? In
Yeah,
regards to putting out anything. So for him to take this leap of faith and definitely Drew, that speaks a lot because of the fact that, Anil has a standard, right? And I'm glad that, the relationship that Randy and Drew had formed has now been able to branch out with the triple threat team out in the
yeah,
NYC because Drew does great work. Definitely does great work, man. And I'm
You're
glad.
absolutely right.
Hmm.
Outside of Maha and Rich and Ray out the
Hmm.
backyard, I haven't worked with any other producer outside of North America. Like I've
Hmm.
worked with several producers here, Vikash Mazir, VM Studios, Anil,
Paramount,
Sing
yeah.
Imperial Recording Studios, um, Nico, Sing HQ Studios. Um, Actually, I lie. I've worked with Avinash Rupchan Shakti String Studios
Oh, you
with a
did?
collaboration as well. Yeah, Teri Pyari Pyari was
Oh, right. Oh, sorry.
Shakti
Hmm.
Strings. And that was the earlier days as well. But yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things that, our mission is to highlight the fact that we're raising the flag of our culture very, very high here in North America. And that is a fight in itself. So Drew is definitely one of the soldiers on the ground with us doing that. So huge big up to him.
Yeah, man. Large up Drew. It's Drew. So
Yo,
large up
Drew.
is Drew on the inside there. And one of the other things I also want to make sure and say is that myself and Drew had worked together on a track with Cherish back in late 2021, early 2022, and that was his first track that he did that got mixed and mastered by Maha, and
Yeah,
because everybody was worried,
that's
and Banca
Banca
Sepeya.
Sipaya, right?
Right. So when we did that and went to Maha, Maha's like, "Yo, Alan, man, the kid is good, man. The kid is very good. You don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah,
worry
yeah.
about that." He goes, "I hardly had to do anything. The guy knows what he's doing." And for
It's
Maha
true.
to say that for a young, brand new producer that was out there, that speaks accolades. So that just goes to tell you, we know what this young man has with the belief that we all have in him. As you guys see, he's doing some big things, big productions and whatnot. Take that chance. It's not a gamble. It's a sure bet. So link up Drew, Fabulous Sound Studio up in Canada, up in the T dot.
Yeah.
Make sure and go that route. So Neil, thank you very much. Now, before we get ready to drop the track, anything you want to say to the peoples and them, my brother?
Yeah, so definitely this was a dedication. Well, it turned into a dedication to Beam. But more importantly, this is a dedication to love. Love from real, genuine, authentic love is something that I've been preaching the entire time before the release and after the release because it's one thing to say love, love, love. It's a very easy four-letter word to use, right? But really showing authentic and genuine, unconditional love without any conditions is very, very, very scarce in today's world. So it's important to love one another and make sure that we're working together as one and not pulling each other down. And that is what this song is talking about. And it's talking about Dil ka rishta means the bond of love or the bond of the heart. And what it means, how pure it is. Riaz, I see, just jumped
Yeah,
in.
speaking
So
of love, the
yell up, my
fiance
brother.
just joined in. Right. So he missed the large ups that you had for him
One of the
before talking about.
one of the things going back to Guyana is Randy pulled me back on stage during his set as well, and we did a full tribute to Beam with a piece of some of Beam's most r- rem- memorable songs,
Hmm.
right? And then we, of course, went into Indian Anthem, and I think that was my favorite part of the entire show and well our performances then. It was
Well,
super
do me a
huge.
favor. Here's what the people in them, since we're talking about tribute to Beam, why don't you do a little tribute to Beam in a cappella style for some of his
I
favorite
just
ones that
landed
you
back.
have that touches your heart.
My voice is not up to par, but I could
Don't even
definitely
give
try.
me that. Come
I
on.
mean, National Stadium was my first performance back from, I would say, taking a little step away to mourn. And that was also really, really hard and memorable for me as well. Um, but yeah, if I could remember exactly how it went down, I think it was something like Musafi O Yaro Nagari hai na dikana मुझे चलते जाना है बस चलते जाना ये दर्द भरा अफसाना सुन ले अनजान जमाना जमाना मैं हूँ एक पागल प्रेमी मेरा दर्द न कोई जाना कितना प्यारा वादा है इन मत वाली आंखों का जिस रास्ते में सोचे मैं क्या कर डालूं वो है समा दिल का रिश्ता बड़ा ही प्यारा है and we have Dil Ka Rishta from yours truly Anil Mr. Dunia and out of Fabulous Sounds Andrew Ragnat Yo Drew Studios out of Canada. This one is all about love, guys, and I want to thank Alan and the entire Wheating family, my family, for always giving us this platform and for scheduling this with me and being understanding with availability of sorts. Um, Thank you to God Almighty. Thank you to Beam, who's now traveling to his resting place with God Almighty. Thank you to my parents, my beautiful wife, and my beautiful daughter, my family, and my fans to fam. I love you guys very, very much. I appreciate all of the kind words and the push and the motivation from all of you um, over the weekend at Pagua celebrations in Guyana and throughout my entire career and in the future. I love you guys very much, and this is just one insert of how much I love you. So take it in, Dilkar Ishita. Thank you for the love on the track thus far. Continue to grow this unconditional, real, genuine love. Dilkar Ishita, yours truly, Anil Mistadonia. Let me go.
This a me Miss Dunia. This a one for remember. Say me Bollywood doctor alongside guess who? Your crew. That's right. Music movements. You don't know. It's always a fabulous
Song for the fiance them.
baby girl. Here tonight. देखा रिश्ता बड़ा ही प्यारा है समय अब weakness for your sweetness baby देखा रिश्ता बड़ा ही प्यारा है you know how the love from my heart just flow ना पागल ये दिल हमारा है देखा रिश्ता बड़ा ही प्यारा है दिल का रिश्ता बड़ा प्यारा है explain what me I say baby this bond of love is like a gift from up above it's crystal clear that for me you were sent here it's I and I you belong so no it's all about skinny and me put me heart just watch a conduct give you everything you need and everything you want me have my not to tell me what me do me
You're listening to the international DJ presenting new track. When Rhea stop honeymooning, you gotta do an on-air release with Rhea's, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Huh?
For sure. Yeah, I mean, we had so many things going on. So no faults to Riaz. I know he's a super busy guy as well.
Yeah, man.
He's basically right in there with the president and the minister of Guyana for sure.
The next president of Guyana is W.R. Reyes, you know. All you
Yeah,
know,
man. And he has my vote already, man. He's the best for sure.
Let me pull this back.
One for remember, say me Bollywood doctor alongside guess who? Your crew. That's right. Music movements. You don't know. It's always a fabulous time to love my friends. Baby girl, here tuna man. देखा रिश्ता
gonna pull this up one more time before I do that, and we're gonna play it out in its entirety. Nil, anything you want to say to the people? Look, my mom's saying wonderful. She loves this. You know, if you got Shani's support, you know, that means that's a big deal because that's Raymond's and Die Hard there, you know.
Huge shout out to Mommy, Joyce, Gopi. Love you, Ma. And to Shani as well, thank you. And several others that has been commenting and throwing up the hearts and the flames. I love you guys. Thank you again and again. And keep spreading that fabulous. It's always a fabulous time for love. Not a week, not a day, not a month. Keep spreading that real, genuine, authentic love, unconditional love throughout the entire culture. No matter if you're black, brown, blue, from Guyana, Trinidad, Barbados, St. Lucia, Suriname, Jamaica, it doesn't matter. Here in North America as well, we need love also. So continue to support us as we are on a mission to make sure our culture stands strong. Thank you guys.
Well, Nil, thank you very much. And I think this is on the streaming platform. DJ Vic is asking, are you going to be doing a video about this track soon?
Yeah, so of course everything with the track was delayed. We were supposed to do a full video, as everybody loves the how hard I go with my video production, etc. So we did a little lyric video for now with some cartoons. I do plan on doing a video eventually. Wasn't enough time to do that in Guyana. But
who's starring in it? Clarissa and Reyes starring in the video?
You know, you make an excellent point. Shout out to the fiance there, man. Let me try to get them involved in this video a little bit.
Actually, they're coming to New York soon, so that is a possibility.
I am very, very aware. Yeah, well, you know, we could talk about that offline. Let's not give away too much. Lado gato. For real, yo. Riaz, rewind back the live after it's done and see all the big ups I give you, bro. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you for everything whilst I was there. You are literally a brother and family for life, and looking forward to seeing you again.
Yeah, in case people don't know, President Ali has already put that if, God forbid, something happens to him, Reyes is the one that's going to be taking over. He's next in succession.
Yeah, man.
So, Nil, love your brother. All the best. Happy early Jambi birthday is next month or May? When is it again?
Next month? It's in 3 weeks, bro.
Yeah,
she just turned 11 months 2 days ago.
April 17th?
April 7th.
April 7th. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
April 7th. So, see, Aries people is great people. That's why. So,
yeah. So I've heard.
We have time. Don't worry. Happy early birthday to my niece.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, she was kind of mad at me that I was gone for 4 days, but she's coming around. I take some real box up when I come home this morning. So I'm trying to recover from all of that too. But Alan, I appreciate you, bro. Look, our next fiance. Oh God.
Well, look, she reached. The fiance reached now. So. This song is the, they're looking for 2 stars, Clarissa, and she's from Canada, right there by Drew. So here we go. You understand?
We organize it for sure.
Sense.
So it's announced here live on Weeting Radio with my brother Alan that the video for Dilka Rishita will star W.R. Riaz and Clarissa Singh.
There you go.
Look out for it. Coming soon to a theater near you.
Here you go. Love you, bro. All the best. Give my girl hugs and kisses. All right, let me bring this up from the top. Now remember what Nil said. This is true love, you know. That's why the two of them have to act in this.
That's right. Music movements. You don't know. It's always a fabulous time for love, man.
True.
रिश्ता बड़ा ही प्यारा है दिल का रिश्ता बड़ा ही प्यारा है ना पागल ये दिल हमारा है दिल का रिश्ता बड़ा ही प्यारा Santa was killing and me put me heart here to watch a conduct. Give you everything you need and everything you want. Me have my life.
Movie in the making.
Santa was killing and me put me heart here to watch a conduct. Give you everything you need and everything you want. Me have my girl, girl, they want me do me ah. देखता हूँ जहाँ तुम ही तुम हो. देखता हूँ जहाँ तुम ही तुम हो. देखता हूँ जहाँ तुम ही तुम हो. और नजारों में क्या नजारा है.
So now I want to make sure and say vocals recorded, music movements. And large of GV for the background vocals.
This bond of love is like a gift from up above. It's crystal clear that for me you were sent here. Is I and I you belong, so no ifs and buts. Kill me and me put me heart here to watch a conduct.
Make sure and check that out. Video coming soon. Starring WRAs of Guyana and Clarissa of Canada. Large up is Drew. Fabulous sounds. Yo, I gotta tell you, this track here, Rohit Chan, very well done. Soon gonna link him up with the interview. Unfortunately, couldn't make it tonight. Very busy. Just added to the Clash of the Titans cast. That show is next week, all ya. So return of Clash of the Titans to Guyana. Your MC, the one and only, Mr. WRAS. Oh yes, oh yeah. So make sure and check it out if you're in Guyana. Get those tickets.
It's a human side when things go wrong.
If not for anything,
When the center for linger,
to see the next president of Guyana,
patience strong.
WRAS.
कितने नाइस को समझाता हूँ, कितने नाइस को बहलाता हूँ, नादान है कुछ ना समझता है दिल, रात ये आए भागता है, मेरा दिल भी कितना पागल है, ये प्यार तो तुमसे करता है, मेरा दिल भी कितना पागल है, ये प्यार से करता है और सामने जब तुम आते हो कुछ भी कहने से करता है ओ मेरे साजन ओ मेरे साजन.
This man,
It's a human side
well done on this track, bro.
when things go wrong, when the center for lingering and temptation strong. Into the barn rain, I feel
Like I said, just added to the Clash the Titans cast. March 18th. National Stadium, right, Ray? It's a packed show, packed show. Also gonna be on there, the queen of the CSM, my little beautiful niece, Miss Caitlin Sultan. First official performance in Guyana.
It's a human side when things go wrong.
You see what going on here, Ro?
When the sin of lingers and temptation strong, kitty nice to go sanchata, kitty nice to go behlata, na dane kuch na samajhta hai, raat ye aaye baita hai, mera dil kitna pagal hai, ye pyar to tumse.
I go in Guyana next year. I gotta be at the Guyana Monarch. And I gotta go for Pagua. Right, Ray? What, Sheriff? The W.R. Reyes, Mr. Roshan, and DJ Sheriff.
Into the born rain of rich married man, and it's no sacrifice, just a simple war. It's too hard living and to settle the war.
Next year, I dare next year. And walking with my management, Miss Alana. Speaking of Guyana, oh Naomi, yes, thank you. Happy birthday. Going out to our Auntie Esther. Happy birthday, Auntie Esther. Wishing you all the best. Birthday greetings coming from Naomi. Well, Sandy, we know you everywhere, girl. That's the biggest supporter of culture right there. Road Whiz. Original tune by Bawani Singh of Guyana.
Drinking in the bar with some friends in the country. I met this young man who sang this song for me. He was knocking a table and singing his song. There were tears in his eyes and a bottle in his hand. I went to his table to ask him his name, and this is what he told me that gave him his fame. Are दारू पिया पिया मर जाए नहीं प्यारी अरे जूता नहीं
One of the headlines for Clash of the Titans.
Call me mommy, call me auntie, tell them I come in. I need to find a girl who will be my Tulahin. I want to get married, but nobody like me.
We was worried about Reyes for a little while, you know.
They say God bite me,
But you know what ended up happening?
that's why I can't find nobody.
He went to the top of the Empire State Building.
I want to get married, but nobody like me. They say God bite me, and that's why I can't find nobody. Call me mommy, call me auntie, tell them I come in. I need to find a girl who will be my Tulahin. Let me go now. Everybody put your hand in the air now. Let me see you put your hands in the air now. Everybody put your hand in the air now. Let me see you put your hand in the air now.
Don't knock, you can't talk.
Your 2023 Guyana Mash Chutney Champion. So I guess it didn't go well for Randy on Tuesday then.
I want to get married, but nobody like me. They say God bite me, that's why I can't find nobody. I want to get married, but nobody like me. They say God bite me, and that's why I can't find nobody. Call me mommy, call me auntie, tell them I come in. I need to find a girl who will be my Tulahin.
Well, you know what?
Everybody put your hand in the air now. Let me see you put your hands in the air now. Everybody put your hand in the air now. Let me see you put your hand in the air now. Every time I'm on the phone with me auntie pull my teeth, she just always tell me that them girls say I'm ugly. We went and asked home for this girl by the name of Sweet Matty. When the girl see me, she calling for she daddy. Look, I can't take this.
Well, you know what that means, right, Ray?
Down to the store
Rush.
to upgrade myself.
You can't use Baldat for him.
I want to get married, but nobody like me. They say God bite me, and that's why I can't find nobody. Not trouble me. Not trouble me.
Well, one thing that we don't have to worry about, right? Right, Raw team?
If you don't know me, then don't call me name. Booyah!
We could call him our name.
Not trouble me.
And what he gonna say? What he gonna say? What he gonna say?
People talking about you and make you wonder what you really do to them, cause you can't remember. They're acting good in front of your face, behind your back a different case. Time we tell them off and put them in their place.
What?
Tell them stop calling the name and remind them that I don't play games. Tell them stop calling me.
Now that goes for everybody else.
Remind them that I
Not we three, you know.
If you don't know me,
That doesn't count
you don't
for
know,
WRAS,
don't know me.
for myself
If you don't know me,
and Roshan.
don't know me, then don't call me name. Booyah!
people talking about you and make you wonder what you really do to them, cause you can't remember. They're acting good in front of your face, behind your back a different case. Time we tell them off and put them in their place. Tell them stop calling the name and remind them that I don't play games. Tell them stop calling my name and remind them that I don't play games. Hands up if you're talking your name. Hands up if you're talking your name. Hands up if you're talking big and teaser, proper fight and holler. I walk to the table and ask what's going on. Them say they know me from Lil, there is no problem. Them think cause they know family, it's okay to care and bring story. Well, let me find out who calling names, things never gonna be the same. Tell them stop calling the name and remind them that I don't play games.
Lord Jamashe, stop calling me name
and remind them that I don't play games. Hands up if you're talking your name. Hands up if you're talking your name. Hands up if you're talking my name. We don't
oh yeah
again. Let it be the first and last, or else I put in you on blast.
Hey, hey.
You know me to say less. Don't forget I drive you reckless.
What?
On Sunday mornings we give thanks and praise to the Lord. But for some reason one, two people making life hard. Hear them talking about how I think I'm better than others. When I answer back, it's complaints to me, man. Them think cause they know family, it's okay to care and bring story.
So Ray,
find out who calling names, things never gonna be the same.
What?
Tell them stop calling the name and remind them that I
the
don't
WRA said
tell them
Randy missing in
the
Guyana.
name and remind them that I don't play games.
He found a little bulletin to be. I wonder if part of the Burby's Delight Dancers.
Nothing better for you.
You know what happened?
The way you roll, look how your body lose control. Move your body, girl, touch the floor.
When she started to curl, Randy got lost.
चले जाना नहीं नैन मिला के सैया बेदर्दी सैया बेदर्दी चले जाना नहीं
Oh, facts, right?
जाना नहीं नैन मिला के सैया बेदर्दी सैया बेदर्दी चले जाना नहीं नैन मिला के सैया बेदर्दी सैया बेदर्दी. The way you wind, girl, the way you roll, look how your body lose control. Move your body, girl, touch the floor, turn up your hands and start to curl. मेरी कसम तुम्हें मेरे ही होके रहना. मेरी कसम तुम्हें मेरे ही होके रहना. दिलों की बात किसी और से नहीं कहना. दिलों की बात किसी और से नहीं कहना. मेरी दुनिया से रखना छुपा के हाय सैया बेदर्दी सैया बेदर्दी. चले जाना नहीं नैन मिला के हाय सैया बेदर्दी सैया बेदर्दी. चले जाना नहीं नैन मिला के हाय सैया बेदर्दी सैया बेदर्दी. The way you wind, girl, the way you roll, look how your body lose control. Move your body, girl, touch the floor, turn up your hands and start to curl. नहीं सी जान मेरी कहो ना जलाओगे. नहीं सी जान मेरी कहो ना जलाओगे. चोर के
Right.
मुझे कहीं चले तो न जाओगे. चोर के मुझे कहीं चले तो न जाओगे. भूल जाना नहीं
So Ray asked this just it. They said we can't find Randy. We find one of these Burbies dancer girls. So Roche, you know what I get? You know what I hear? You know what I hear?
Business alone, leave people business alone. Music box, come and hey, you come by me and check me. Do me a favor and come and check me. And if you don't have time, dial me number and try to call me. All I want you do for me, bring back my business for me. Don't make me get mad and cause I see.
Fast!
Leave me business alone.
Better leave me business
So, Ro,
Bring back my business and
when is Randy flight?
own. Better leave the business alone.
Because you know what he's gonna say, right? When Randy, before Randy board that flight.
I said, darling, if you were a butterfly and I were a bee, I would take you on my wings, girl, and carry you for some honey. But darling, all I have is my Golak and hand, darling. So come, let we go, girl. I go sing for you till you reach me, darling. I go leave you here alone. I'm packing my baggage and I going home. Darling, I go leave you here alone. I'm packing my baggage and I going home. I can't live this saga girl life. I prefer to live without a wife. I can't live this girl jumba life. I prefer to live without a wife. I just have to cook, wash, and my baby. I just have to cook, wash, and my baby. If I don't get hungry, girl, I'll surely go crazy. Darling, I go leave you here alone. I'm packing my baggage and I'm going home. Darling, I go leave you here alone. I'm packing my baggage and I'm going home. Just how them young girls just fall out a tree. Just so they just come and hang on to me. Just how them young girls just fall out a tree. Just so they just come and hang on to me. Girl, you don't know what stress you just put me through. Girl, you don't know what stress you just put me through.
Randy!
One day to come, girl, I will surely leave you. Darling, I go leave you. Here
Oh gosh!
I'm packing my baggage and I going home. Darling, I go leave you here alone. I'm packing my baggage and I going home. Now tell me if this is right. To leaving in the morning, coming middle of the night. Now tell me if this is right.
You know, Ro?
Even in the morning, coming middle of the night. You just always have to make me shame. You just always have to make me shame. I don't want you as my wife again, darling. I go leave you here alone. I'm packing my baggage and I going home, darling. I go
Will!
leave you here alone. I'm packing my baggage and I going home.
I hope it wasn't that last chorus. That last verse and chorus.
I just have to work hard day and night, but you just want to haunt me and feel it's right.
Bass!
I just have to work hard day and night, but you just want to haunt me and feel it's right. Devashish is my name and I love to sing. Devashish is my name and I love to sing. When you get serious, I go give you the ring.
What?
Darling, I go leave you here alone. Now
When Randy gets serious?
I going home.
'Cause we saw Reyes get serious this year.
Here alone, I'm packing my baggage and I going home.
This is you, this is me, this is everybody. Robin J. on this
Get ready to go! See you all on Tuesday. I don't know, Ray. You sure? It's for your wedding, we need a guy in a national stadium. You all have a blessed night. Don't forget to check out Roshan on Saturday. I'll be tuned. DJ Sean on Sunday. Shani, Riaz is fun, you know. Riaz now get engaged. So his engagements are limited with female companions. He says Schenectady is too cold for him. We might have to do Rhea's wedding on the tarmac, on the runway, on GEO, Cherry Dragon. Blessings to all. You all have a wonderful night. And like I said earlier, life is short. Tell that person you love them today. Go and get checked out if you're not feeling 100. Condolences to Danny Lal and family. And I'm a boy exclusive, man. And check out my boy W.R. Reyes. Team MMR, follow the page. Clarissa, get the outfits ready for the video shoot.
Brace yourself for the impact.